Is YouTube the boogeyman? What do you think? I almost never started my channel because of the fear that I felt about this monster. It's been a while since we had coffee together. Let's do it. There's a whole lot of fear of being real in front of others, telling too much, people knowing your business. You know, especially when you get to a certain age, your parents always told you, oh, don't tell everybody your business. You don't need to tell everybody everything, right? But at some point in time, it's, you know what, it doesn't even matter. Who cares? And if they care that much, they have nothing better to do, right? So there's that. But the other part of it is just the fear of messing up. The fear of, you know, when you say something and you need to edit it, well, that's what editing is for. You cut it out. You know, nowadays there are different programs that you can edit with, which will take out all your ands and ums and buts, and so you don't even have to worry about that anymore if that's your concern. But then there's another issue, a tech issue. People think like, oh, I could never do that because I'm not technical. Look, I don't consider myself technical compared to these kids out here nowadays. I mean, like, my daughter snatches my phone from me so that she can do it herself if I take too long doing something. Or, you know, it's just that's just what it is. And like anything else, it can be learned. You practice and you do it again and again and again, and you learn. I still don't understand these reels on Instagram. I'm just now learning all of that stuff. I just learned TikTok a few months ago. It's not something that is second nature to me, but I know I can learn it if I do it over and over again. Same thing with filming for YouTube. You sit there and you're talking to the camera and, you know, you just do it. I mean, people will tell you, just pretend you're talking to a friend, right? But it really just takes practice. I've done over 100 videos now, and I still can't say that I feel like when I'm getting ready to go on camera that I'm talking to my friends. But after the first like 10 seconds wears off, then I'm okay with it. But I'm sure that everybody, you know, feels that way. So it's nothing like you have to think that it's something that comes natural, because for a lot of us it doesn't. And every single time we get ready to film, we have to go through this and talk ourselves into doing it. Then there's a pressure of trying to make it your full-time career. Well, I do want to make it my full-time career. I am making it my full-time career because I quit my 9 to 5. And so now, without a backup plan, this is it. So I'm pouring everything into it. Not only because I enjoy it, I really do, but I see the goal, you know, and the goal is to help other people, to be of service, to give something back, and help other people to realize that they can do this too, or also to make money. Like, I need to supplement the income that I was getting before, and so why not? I mean, we're talking years in the making that in my mind I kept saying, I'm going to do YouTube, I'm going to do YouTube, because I did do YouTube about, what year was it? That was, I think it was over 20 years ago. Back then, YouTube was like a show and tell. You have something to say, you come on YouTube, you have something to show, like whether it was your hair, your outfit, something to complain about, something to be happy about, and you talk about it. Now, it's not really that different, except AdSense. I mean, we have so much more money that you can make from YouTube nowadays. So it's like, okay, well, now, why wouldn't I do it? And I say that to you too, if you're interested in doing YouTube, why wouldn't you do it? What could possibly be the reason why you wouldn't do YouTube if you could? If you have it in your mind to do it, why? What could possibly be stopping you? Because all you really need is 5 minutes to just say whatever you need to say, show whatever you need to show, and that's it, and then to post it. because I've seen other people just talk about or rant about something that's on their mind, and they're making money from that. And that's what you have to get in your mind, you know, just there's other people out there. There are people out there who want to see and want to hear what you have to say. That's just the reality of it. I could sit there eating popcorn and that person's voice might sound relaxing to me. There is always an audience for you. There really is. I'm still learning what my audience is and who my audience is. But that comes with time. Yes, I've done over 100 videos, but that doesn't mean that my audience is a particular person now, you know, because my audience really came from a viral video that I had, which I don't talk about that subject too much. And that's just the truth of the matter, because it was a topic that was on my mind at one point in time, and then now it's not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, and I don't want to have to talk about that same thing all the time. What really kept me from making videos all those years was just not feeling like there were people out there who wanted to hear what I had to say. And after a while, though, years later, when I started being consistent with it, I realized it didn't matter. It didn't matter to me so much, because I did have something to say. When I was leaving my job, leaving the relationship, I just felt like, okay, I got to get this out somewhere. And journaling is just not doing it for me right now. So I'm gonna come on YouTube, and maybe somebody else who's in that situation, something similar like a toxic job or relationship, maybe they'll be able to be helped as well. And that was my goal. But then as the job kept getting worse, and the desire for me to get out became stronger, I said, all right, you know what, guys, I'm gonna go all in. So I quit everything else, and this became my all in. So I finally got started last October. That's when I started YouTube, because I accepted a challenge to do Vlogtober, where you have to post every single day, and Vlogtober is coming up again. So we're already at close to the end of August, and Vlogtober is right around the corner. So I challenge you now to get ready for that. And I didn't know what I was going to do, what I was going to talk about. All I knew is that every single day I was going to put out a video, no matter what it was about, no matter what. And lo and behold, one of those videos went viral. So it can happen to anybody. It really can. With me, it happened close to the 30-day mark, if not on the 30-day mark. But I just started. I just decided that I was going to do this, and I went all in and did it. And I think then during that time period, I didn't have so much fear. Maybe at the first video I did, but after that, I was so tired every day from working 12 hours and then coming home and knew that, oh gosh, I still have to film. So then I started filming at work after hours when I was still there and everyone had left. I started filming then and getting it done, and then I'd go home and spend like 3 hours editing and posting. I didn't even pay attention to when it was the best time to post. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I would click that post button, and that was it, and it would upload. And I remember still the night that I posted the video that went viral, it was after midnight. And I had told my daughter, I said, well, I posted this video. I don't know what's going to happen. Because it was, when I tell you that this particular video, I didn't even think that anything was going to happen with it, because I didn't think it was one of my best videos. I didn't think it was that interesting. But as soon as I posted it, 15 minutes later, I could see the numbers going up. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these people were viewing it. And I had sent a link to my daughter also to say, okay, watch my video, give it a like, watch it all the way through. Even if you don't want to watch it, just let it play. And she did. But then she sent me a message and said, oh my goodness, I think your video is going viral. I said, what do you mean? And because by then I had closed it off, I had turned it off, and I was getting ready to go to sleep. And she said, yeah, check it out. So I turned on my phone again and looked at it, and I mean, it was going up quickly by the hundreds. That night, when I finally went to sleep, I woke up a few times during the night, and it was still like going. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like that happen before. I was excited, and I was like, wow, all this work has paid off. Like, I went all in, and then this is what happens. I reached my goal as far as that was concerned. I not only did I get out of my fear zone, I posted every single day. I did Vlogtober like I said I was going to do, and this is what happened because of it. Like, I'm so proud of myself. And I have to say, even now, that anxiety still comes back, or the anxiousness, the nervousness, let's call it that. The nervousness comes back when I am posting something and wondering how's it going to do, or if I'm getting ready to film something, wondering, how many times I'm going to have to do this over and over again when I make a mistake in the first 2 seconds and have to re-record again. I hear ice cream truck. I haven't had anything from the ice cream truck in a long time. But what's changed now, I really feel a sense of purpose with this because of the topic that I chose. I'm really wanting to help my people, helping women of a certain age, and really helping just anybody. If the men resonate with it, then so be it. Because I was just told the other day that men suffer from different issues just like women do when it comes to mental issues or having toxic situations. And it's very true. I mean, I had my mind geared towards helping women, helping like-minded people, because I'm a woman and I knew I could relate better to a woman. But the category relates to everybody. What's keeping me going now is you guys. Staying present, being part of a community of like-minded people. I love my YouTube community. I really do. And this sense of knowing that we all want the same thing, and that we are supportive of one another, and we all want freedom, that is so special to have people in your corner like that who are pushing you to keep going. Somebody will reach out to me and say, well, did you post a video today? Or, why didn't you do a short this week? And that's so helpful, because when you're working for yourself, you need somebody to do that for you. When you're working for somebody else, you won't get paid unless you do the work. You know that really somebody's watching you to make sure you do the work. And, I want to get paid through YouTube. I absolutely do. So I'm going to put in the work so that I can get paid. And also so that I can help other people. Like the courses that I'm making now on the school platform. I don't know if everybody knows about that. It's SKOOL. I'll leave a link in the description. But, I'm making some courses right now for people who want to level up. And I'm calling leveling up, meaning leave that toxic situation. Because right now you're at a level where you're feeling drained and depressed, and you need to bounce out of that. And to me, that's leveling up. So I'm making courses for that, and I'm also making courses for public speaking. So if you have any issues being in front of an audience, or saying too many ands, buts, and ors, and all of that, you would enjoy my course for public speaking, because it not only teaches you public speaking in standing in front of people and reciting something, but it teaches you to own who you are and what you're talking about and who you're talking to. There are also acting exercises in there and a lot of other things. I do energy healing within there to help you calm your nervousness. And it's a really all-encompassing course. I haven't finished creating it yet, but I am quite proud of the progress I'm making towards it. And if you want first dibs of as soon as it opens, then you can send me an email directly or I'll post a link to my school, and then you can input your information there so that I can put you on the list, on the waiting list for when it comes out. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, this whole journey for me is about community, and it's about freedom. Freedom so that I'm no longer tied to a 9-to-5 job. In my case, it was 9 to 7. And getting to know other people, being able to help other people, and just having the time to do whatever it is that I want to do. There's nothing like that type of feeling. And so I say to anybody who is scared to do that thing, this monster they call YouTube, anybody who's afraid of that boogeyman, don't be afraid, because it's all in your mind. And all you have to do is do it one time to overcome that fear. Just one time, so that you can be proud of yourself, and so that you can overcome it like an obstacle. Our mind serves as a protection mechanism. So when we're afraid of doing something, our mind naturally sends signals to the rest of our body to be anxious and nervous about the thing, because we haven't done it before. Or even if we have done it before, it automatically puts us into protective mode. Like, oh no, here we go, we're going to do this again. Oh no, what if something happens? What if you fail? But what if you fly? What if you flourish? What if somebody sends a comment down in the description box to you and says, that was the best video ever. I was so inspired and encouraged. That helped me so much. What if that happens? Our lives are all different, yes. They're very unique. But because of our individual journeys, we can help so many people on the path. And why not, like, pick people up along the way for the ride and show them what's possible? Why not? So I ask you, what are you afraid to start? And why? Ask yourself why. And ask yourself, what would it take for you to start? And what can you do today to start? What can you do? Can you get a tripod? Can you film one 30-second clip with your camera and just not post it anywhere, but just film yourself? Can you do that for 30 seconds and just talk about whatever it is that's on your mind? Have you set up a YouTube channel? Do you know how? Because we have a lot of people in our community who teach YouTube and how to go about it. And they are excellent, excellent mentors. So just remember, YouTube is not the boogeyman that you think it is. That's all in your mind. So keep going, start something, do something different, and tell your brain that you are in control of it. Okay, tell that medulla oblongata to go to hell. Okay, don't tell your brain to go to hell, because that wouldn't be good. But okay, but just tell your brain that you're in control. All right, that's all you got to do. And just fly. You're allowed to flourish. And I have every faith in you. Like I had faith in myself at the beginning. And, you know, life gets in the way and we pause and we delay. But we can overcome it. But let's support one another to do that. I'm supporting you. I'm thankful that you're supporting of me and that I have the people who do watch my channel. I'm so grateful. And look at me, back full circle in the car, back in the States. But I'm leaving next week to go home, to go back to Spain. So I thought I'd do another car video before that. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. See you in the next video. Ta-ta.